Hey, it's Amber here, and today we are going to be learning how to play Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger. So we're going to start out the lesson by learning the chords and the strumming pattern, and then later on in the lesson we are going to look at how we can add a bluesy element to the song. So grab your guitar, let's get going. Now, in order to play the song in the original key as Bob Seger, you would need to place a capo onto the second fret of your guitar. But for me today, we are going to take the capo off of the guitar because I find it really difficult to sing when we have the capo on the second fret. So we're going to be playing with no capo today, and the three chords that we're going to need to learn are an E major, we need an A major. Now, traditionally we play it with fingers 1, 2, and 3, but for today I'm going to just shimmy my fingers around and play with fingers 2, 3, and 4, because the final chord we need is a B major chord. So what I like to do is just slide that shape up to the 4th fret, and then you can either add your first finger to create a bar chord, or you can play a beginner-friendly version where we're just going to place our first finger into the 2nd fret on the high E string, and we just strum from the D string down. So those are the 3 chords we need for the song. And our chord sequence is going to be going from an E major to our A chord, to our B major chord, and back to our E chord again. Now there's going to be 8 counts on each of those chords. So let's practice 8 down strums on each chord, starting on the E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the B. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 back to E. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It then starts again on that E chord. So in essence, we actually play the E for 16 beats, because 8 plus 8 will be 16. So let's try that one more time, and we can add some singing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take those old records off the shelf. I'll sit and listen to the A chord. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the B. I like that old time to the E chord. 2, 3, 4. Just try to take me to an E again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the A chord. 4. In 10 minutes out to the B. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to E. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now that you have the basics and you understand how many counts we have on each of those chords, let's go ahead and add in a simple strumming pattern. Now, I like to teach lessons here on YouTube to help you not only play the song, but also to potentially sing along to the song too. And the best way to be able to do this is to add in beginner-friendly, easy-to-manage strumming patterns so that you don't have to think too hard about what your strumming arm is doing, and that way you'll be able to change your chords, strum your strumming pattern, and sing the lyrics, and sound really good doing that. So the strumming pattern that we're going to use for the song is our favorite strumming pattern for beginners: down, down, up, up, down, up. And we're going to do that twice on each chord. So the E will get 2 rounds of the pattern: down, down, up, down, up, repeats. And we switch to the A, repeat again, and then to the B for 2 rounds: down, down, up, down, up, repeats. And then we switch back to the E again: down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And it really is as straightforward as that. So let's try and play the chorus together with those chords and with the strumming pattern. Here we go, starting on the E. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. So if you're enjoying the content here on YouTube today, and to be honest, how could you not? Then please could I ask you to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And let's get back into the lesson today. So I've zoomed in here to teach you the blues shuffle rhythm that we can add into the song. So this is something that we can hear coming out from the piano part when we listen to the original. So we're gonna try and replicate that on the guitar today. So this is what it's gonna sound like, and then we'll break it down into each section. So we have three shapes that we are going to be working on here today. So the very first shape that we need is an E power chord. So we're going to take our first finger and place it into the second fret on the A string. And then we're going to be adding an embellishment. And this is where we're going to be placing our third finger into the fourth fret on the A string. So just practice doing one on each. And we can include that low E string when we strum, just those two strings, the E and the A string. So get used to this motion. And the rhythm that we're going to be adding to that is going to sound like this. Bum, 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 bum. Very typical of a blues shuffle rhythm. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. So you're really just alternating between playing the E5 power chord and adding in that embellishment with that ring finger. So really practice that first. So the second shape we need is an A chord, but we're going to be playing this using our first finger, barring across the three strings that we usually play with our first, second, and third. Our first finger is now going to be barring those strings. And the embellishment that we're going to be adding is our second finger is going to go into the third fret on the B string. And then our ring finger is going to go onto the D string in the fourth fret. So it would be from an A, add that embellishment. So just practice going from one to the other. This is quite taxing on the fingers, I must admit, but with practice, you'll be able to do it. So we have the A, add the embellishment, take it away, add the embellishment. This is just really good for getting that placement of the fingers and just practicing removing it, putting it back, removing it, putting it back, so that your fingers know where they need to go when you start adding in the rhythm. So the rhythm for the A is a little bit different to what we played on the E, and this is what it's going to sound like. So we have the A, bum, 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 bum. Okay. Now the good news is that this shape and rhythm is just going to be shifted up to the fourth fret, and this is where our B is going to be. So this is the same if we're playing a B major chord or bar chord. Those are the same strings you're barring down here. And you're going to add in the same rhythm and shape. So from the A to the B. Okay, and please don't worry too much about buzzing strings. This is meant to be rough and tumble, you know, rock and roll, and a little bit of buzzing strings is not the end of the world. It just adds into that whole grungy vibe of what rock and roll music is all about. So take a load off, don't worry too much. Even I'm getting buzzing strings, as long as you're having fun. And if you think about it, doing things like this is actually just going to be strengthening your hand. Even if it sounds not so good right now, within time, with practice and effort, these chords will start sounding a lot better. So if we take it from the E, this is what it will sound like. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. And it repeats again. E to the A. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba. Switch. E. And the final thing we need to learn is that intro. Now the intro is played on like a honky-tonk type of piano. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. But we can absolutely replicate that on the guitar as well. So what we're going to be doing is taking our first finger into the 2nd fret on the D string, and we're going to play that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're really quite quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next thing we're going to be doing is playing an open D. Then our ring finger reaches across onto the A string in the 4th fret. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, open D, 4th fret with our 3rd finger on the A, and our last note is the 2nd fret with our 1st finger on the A string. And we'll do that twice. 1, 2, 3, repeat. Okay, so if we try that again at full speed, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Go back into the strumming if you want. And then if you want, you can also go back to the picking or the blues riff. So you can really have lots of fun with this and alternate between the two. If your hand is getting a little bit tired from doing the blues shuffle, then you can revert back to strumming the open chords. So have some fun with this one. And the next thing we're going to be doing is a mini playthrough of the main sections that we've learned today. So get your guitar ready and we'll see you in the play along. Right, let's get ready for a mini playthrough. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take those old records off the shelf. I'll sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes I'll be late for the door. I like that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time And cut.
Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. We'll go to here and play a tango. I'd rather hear some blues or funky old soul. There's only one sure way to get me to go. Stop playing old time rock and roll. Call me a relic, call me what you will. Say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got the same soul.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and learning how to play this awesome song. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this lesson, then I'm sure you're going to love the Bob Seger song being suggested to you right now on the screen, so go check it out. And until next time, I'll see you in another tutorial. Have a great day. Bye.